This episode is brought to you by Destination Specialists. Destination Specialists is a call away. So, like everybody else, they're doing their best to mitigate the spread of the virus. And with that in mind, they temporarily closed their offices. But they also understand that many people have pressing travel concerns. If you're one of the few who have those travel concerns, maybe you have a relative who has to come back home or whatever, then Destination Specialist is literally a call away. They'll be working from home and ready if you need immediate assistance. There's a lot of numbers since everybody is in their own respective silos. So I suggest heading over to destinationcebu.com. You'll find phone numbers to the documentation, for international tours, for sales, whatever. So you can find different numbers there. You can contact them directly, or you can message the Facebook page, facebook.com/destination specialists, to get in touch. Again, Destination Specialist is a call away. For all the details, head over to destinationcebu.com. Okay, let's get to the show. Welcome to Zerothreetwo Conversations, the podcast where we talk to creatives, see how they live, and how they do their work. I'm your host, Carlo Villarica. How are you doing? What have you been doing to pass the time? Yeah, it's quarantine. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but this whole it is not good for me. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I spend a lot of my time at home, but I also spend quite a bit of time outdoors in nature and on my bicycle. And the past few days, I've been able to sneak in some rides while doing errands, like just taking the long way home. But I do miss the occasional ride out into the mountains, into the middle of nowhere. And I don't know, I might still do that, but it's going to be very down low. It's going to be very not the usual epic cycling trip. But also, like, so this whole thing, like being stuck at home, I figured I'll try to learn some different things while I'm here. I don't want to just I'm still spending a lot of time like watching movies. I think I've watched more movies in the past few days than I have in all of 2019. I mean, for sure by the time this quarantine period ends, I'm gonna have watched way more movies than I have in all of 2019. So, and I like watching movies. That is legitimately enjoyable for me. I recently watched Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a cartoon. My kids loved it. It was pretty awesome. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not being super critical about it. It was a fun cartoon, something worth watching if you're a fan of Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I really like how they did that. I also watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've queued up Jerry Maguire. That's an old favorite of mine, for the feels. And I'm currently watching, it's on pause right now, The Last Samurai. Yeah, two Tom Cruise movies. I know a lot of people like to watch like TV series or series. I am not a series person. I want to watch a thing and get it done within a reasonable time frame. So if you have any movie recommendations, please let me know. I'd like to, if there's any good movies out there, I would like to watch it. And I've also started rewatching Star Wars. So we watched Star Wars Episode 1 with the kids. They might be a little bit young for Star Wars. I don't know if, they might just end up walking out the room in and out. But I don't know. I want to... They seem to enjoy it. They like the Star Wars stuff without even seeing the movie, So it's introduce a little Star Wars. Maybe rewatch it again when they're like much older. But I've got a lot of time right now, so we start with episode 1. We'll see how that goes. I also watched The Joker. I do not recommend watching The Joker if you need some cheering up. Yeah. But again, so I've been watching some movies, but at the same time, like I said, I've realized may as well use the time also to learn a few things. So I'm gonna learn a little basic video editing. I edited a video that we took like almost 10 years ago, and we had a lot of footage on the strip. So I edited a video, shared it to the fam. My computer is just struggling with video editing, so there's that. But I'll just give it a try, and maybe the next computer I get, I'll keep video editing in mind, because I definitely want to use some video editing so for some future projects. So basic video editing would be very helpful. And since I can't do these long epic bike rides, I decided maybe I'll try to learn how to wheelie, lift the front wheel of the bike and just pedal. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Maybe the goal should be like 100 meters, like wheelie 100 meters. I think that's far. I'll try. I mean, I am not very good at it, and at least I'll give it a go. Maybe practice like once per day or something for this whole quarantine period. Yeah. So, also, this episode is a rebroadcast. So back in 2018, all of my friends from the band Rescue a Hero. So if you don't know, Rescue a Hero is a band that I was in way back almost 10 years ago. And we eventually ended the band because everybody left Cebu. In fact, I'm the only one left here. And in 2018, everybody came back. Jeremie is in San Francisco. McCoy is in New Zealand. Jason is in Manila. Fortunately, he's just in Manila. So I see him a little bit more often in the very rare instance that I visit Manila. And so back in 2018, everyone was here. So we decided to record a podcast. And it's my favorite podcast episode ever. You are not going to learn anything from this podcast. But the past few days, I think I needed some cheering up, something. I needed something to smile about. And this podcast was this, just re-listening to it from the perspective of just me having a conversation with my friends. It made me smile. It made me happy. I miss those guys. So that is what I am going to share with you today. If you haven't listened to it yet, and if maybe it'll put a smile on your face if you're feeling down. And but that wasn't actually the last time we were all together. The last time we were all together was a few months ago. So Rescue Hero, we were all together a few months ago. We were able to get together again here in Cebu. We had another full day together where we just hung out. But instead of recording a podcast, we did something else. I'll tell you more about it in the end of the episode and maybe give you a little snippet of what we did. But for now, here's a rebroadcast of my friends from Rescue a Hero. It starts with Jeremie and McCoy talking about me behind my back. Then I walk in and we have a long-ish conversation. Then eventually Jason walks in. He had something to do that night. So, here's my conversation with Rescue a Hero.
Pwede po na natay solo niya, natay rescue na kuan. Kaya I remember he asked me like a long time ago na ano ko, sige nindot lagi na. Yeah, it was just his idea.
Okay. Yeah. Ito pa tanan si Carlo. Nga gusto mo ka mag-podcast ko. Ito tanan, Carl.
Tuman nga, ikaw maminaw sa mga tingog.
Mugid ba? So, sigana mo ka story about himself?
Oo.
Tayo na biho eh.
Cokehead.
Kaya ego hog. Attention vampire.
Yeah.
Culture.
Attention, is that what they call them?
I don't know.
They just call it like dude that loves sucking his own dick. Which is a skill in itself.
True. Like, if maka-achieve ka na of level of narcissism, more sir nag-skill sad nga you can suck your own dick. So
Yeah, I think people who get like hyper famous like Kanye West. Most in a situation by no na. It's that analogy ba na you're so good at what you do that you can contort your ways that you can suck your own dick.
Metaphorically, I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, impressive siya at the same time, like...
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
No, hindi nga yan. Fuck.
Bugnaw, Carl.
Yeah, I feel cold.
Pwede ihag ka ni Makoy, bay.
I love you na may kahapon ba? Okay ba?
Oh, shit.
You need to say it on tape, otherwise.
Huh?
You need to say it on tape.
We did.
Yeah, I'll say it again. I'll say it a
Yeah,
number of
yeah,
times.
yeah. Nag, I love you na may.
Ala.
Gahapon ba?
Mo ba, bay? Like, seryoso gito. Dito ka nang binuha ng I love you.
Puro wala may nag-69.
Next step mo na, bay. Diba? Next step na. Una kay I like you. Nya, I love you. Nya, next base na yun, di ba?
Second base na yun, di ba?
Oh.
Hiccup tutoy.
Oh, di
Shock
ba?
ko kay, we're talking that, so we gotta end. Yeah, man. Anyway, I love you. Ako kay Murag,
Ano sa may na-feel ni mo?
yeah, niingon ko I love you. And then,
Ikay ningon si Makoy
niingon
ningon.
siya na ako. And then, of course, you feel you have to say it back to back kay Murag,
No,
thank
you
you.
don't. That's what a
Well-
prostitute does.
So anyway, so I said it, and then Murag, alanganin man to pagkaingon. So Murag, I had to say it again.
Okay.
Para clear gid ba?
Right.
Kay Murag, he's a dude.
Right.
So we don't swing that way.
Right.
Yeah, because love is only associated with penises and vaginas.
Mm.
And buttholes, yeah, let's not leave that out.
Yeah, but like guys are not allowed to love each other.
Yeah, man, you're not allowed to show feelings.
Like macho.
Yeah,
Like,
you need to flex. You need to work out. Go to the gym.
exactly, like exactly. Shit.
Kay
Like,
abi pa lang bayot ka, dili ka mo kausari ka ni hika.
that's how we say I love you, diba, right? Like flexing muscles with each other.
I don't think I can
Banana. Diba? Me, it's going piste.
Like imagine if you're recording vocals here, guys. Shit, no? Grabe ka nindot.
Naka-feel ko ba yun na kanang special kay puwa kung kuan niya ito minyo.
You could be a lead singer. So yeah, you have the special Iba, the lead singer gets the special shit.
Do I?
You have the most expensive mic. I have no
I
idea
do?
what mic you're using. I have no idea.
It looks expensive. Asa may pinakamahal?
Yeah, ask Andy.
Grabe kay atong sexual tension sa band nga.
The listeners were like,
I
Bangkahan
feel like ano mo ka close si mong friends nga may tabugin na siya. Like
I don't know though, but like before we used to talk like that all the time, right?
example
like,
ba akong napaakan kog snake sa akong thing ba.
sa imong microphone. Sa imong microphone.
Sa akong kung baka kong snake sa microphone ba, di na mo i-suck sa microphone ang poison?
No.
No, text pa siguro ko si masawa ba. Kaya respeto ba.
Bitaw. Manangin pa ka.
We used to talk like this all the time, good before, di ba? Murag, I don't know, lingaw sa to niya then Jason with his.
I wasn't there ba? Misig ka mo siguro.
We used to.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Joker ba? Joke.
Murag, as soon as we sat down, like waiting for a jamming session, then somebody would just shoot the shit. You know, like kanang just eventually when it's like two people, okay, Murag serious or on storya.
Right.
And then it becomes three, and then it just becomes ridiculous.
Yeah, but I feel like ang energy na ma-add kung nasi Makoy.
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
Mag-create siya ano sa may tawagan na ha? Ambot lang na siya yung mga kanang vibes nga mugawas gid ang mga salbahe sa mga tao ba? I feel like kung si Makoy dagang experiences nga fucked up, ang akong ma-share nga story kay is her as bad.
So it comes out.
More siya tayo ba nag-drive ko, ako like flat tire. Si Makoy kay Murag Boy, ambot boy kay nag-drive ko niya to a friend's house and I don't know, can't put this in a recording what I have in my head.
Okay, Ramon, edit Ramon. Puman Jason.
For a while lagi.
Oh, Puman Jason.
No, but like, yeah, no, our stories do not compare to McCoy's life.
I don't know, but like I ask myself that, like, do I do shit that, you know, I put myself in these situations, or is it just like, I don't know, do I just have that like polarity
You put
that
yourself in those situations.
do
Let me
I
just answer you.
really?
Yeah.
Or maybe
No, I don't
we
think so.
all experience the same situation, but McCoy has his own fucked up way of like approaching the thing, right?
I don't know. I've never dated a stripper.
Ah, true. Me
You
neither.
know, like, you know, we have plenty of versions of that. Like
Right.
we've never, you know.
Yeah. Well, full disclosure,
It's-
she became a stripper after we broke up
Because of you, Koy.
because of me.
Exactly. Shit.
So ako siyang pwede mo rin kunin na trabaho no after
If
ito niya.
tayo context, like kato gahapon lagi nag-story kami. Anya,
Mm.
like we're talking about, so niya, musta man ang skate nga to? Okay, that's a world that I'm not familiar with. Ana.
Mm.
And then yung first story kay, lagi na ako imigo niya. So nami ani nga balay niya. So he took out his white powder, kanang cocaine
Wait,
ba?
pout.
and then
Tawas
and then,
madre ba?
and then he goes yung army knife. Kanang where yan? And then where siya gawa? Like he just told it. Like it's like a regular story.
Yeah, no?
Yeah, but that story stands out. I have other stories. They're not as intense as that. But you know, like when you ask me about like, what's for you? What's the skateboarding? What's life like as a skater? Like that for me, that's what it is. Like that story stood out. Like yeah,
No, because I think also through skate you meet a lot of people. So you get to know.
yeah,
Right?
man.
Yeah. I feel like I like your stories kay kanang yung stories that you choose to share. Kanang yung pinaka-intense ba? Like you're living life with intensity pyramid, no? Like,
Yeah,
di ba?
I think so. I don't think I have a filter. Like I think of it like after like, ooh, probably shouldn't have said that. But you know, fuck it. I've gotten to a point now where it's just like, oh well, that's me.
Right.
Like,
right.
I-
No, but like I think you put yourself in situations where things happen. Like I can't be very. I don't. Not a specific thing. Something doesn't come to mind right now. Pero murag, yung McCoy ba na siya ka ng mga. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like
No.
seriously, like shit happens to you. Like
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
because you're there. You're in a
Yeah.
situation where it's possible.
I don't know. When somebody asks me to go to a house party, I don't expect to see a crackhead doing drugs in front of me. Like I don't plan that out. If I knew there was that guy,
No,
like,
but even here in Cebu, like you've had. I'm trying to think about something shareable on radio. No, but like you get what I'm saying, like
yeah. Well, I don't know. I just like, yeah. When somebody invites me, like, remember katong sa rescue, and na akong number nga to sa website or fan page or whatever, and yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
how we got gigs. Like
Yeah, and
text
people
you
would like text me like,
Mm.
you know, by like, you know, like they like the songs and they've seen us live and they like the performance. And like, yeah, cheers, like thanks, like like who are you? Like what's up? Like, you know, I was never like, yeah, I'm the guy in the band.
Amo ba?
Yeah.
Then they text you and then you would.
I would reply to them that they're you know, there's people who text me and I try to make out a friend out of them. And then they were like, oh, bay, mag-inom day me. I've never met you before, but you know, like so far so good. So yeah, like I'll come.
Well, that's the point where you put yourself in that certain situation.
Well, I don't know. Like I
But
just,
at the same time, yeah, it's cool. Like you're being friendly, you're being sunny.
Right.
You know what gig I really remember nga memorable kay parang ako ba? You remember that hush hush thing that you organized before?
yeah,
You remember that? Kato
Yeah.
like how many did we do?
I did a couple.
3?
You did one like no, but he did one by himself. So
Right.
like it was
It's the
hush
first
hush,
one.
meaning only a very few people were invited. By the
Right.
way, none of the band members were invited. Just
Exactly.
FYI. But anyway,
I am a bit of an asshole.
no, but like kato hush hush like
Understatement.
just for some context, what was it? What was it again? Like hush hush was like Like a private gig. What was the concept?
Yeah, so Hush Hush was kind of my response to the frustration of like trying to book a gig and I couldn't find a venue. Yeah, to book a gig. So what I did was I just like initially it was in my apartment. Like I organized a gig in my apartment. I was like, yeah, I'll play and then I'll invite certain people and I thought, you know, like if they see this happen, like maybe they can give me contacts to other musicians and I could organize more gigs and play in other people's houses.
So like the first Hush Hush, which we were not invited to. The
Yeah.
How many people showed up?
5 or 6.
Like super small, diba?
Yeah, so and then it was there and I played a set like 30 minutes or an hour. Can't even remember. Yeah, and I was like, well, that was fun. And they said, yeah, that was fun. You should do it again. And I was like, all right, let's do it again.
So the next one was Family Park. Was that the next one?
Yeah, I think so.
So Family Park, that was a little bit
The one
bigger.
where we were at.
We were now invited.
Okay.
Ay, di ba kay gusto ko adto na ang kanang itas na ako ang water ba kay you know, kay ganahan ko ma-impress pud mo ba na.
No, the Family Park one was fun. The
that's
Family
a
Park
lie.
one was fun. It was us, Bethany, one other band.
Carl Lopez was he?
Carl Lopez.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Three
Forgot
ba
about
to?
that guy.
Alphecca? Was Alphecca there? She wasn't one of them.
Maybe she was in the last one. But anyway, like the Hush Hush, kato in Family Park, there we invited like a small group of people. I think it was just the bands.
Yeah,
I
true.
think we have a photo of that session as
Well,
well.
like the black and white, I have the black and white photos. Like see, Steph was taking pictures, Melsad taking
Right.
pictures, Jason. Lingaw to ba? And you're like just super intimate ba? And then it just kanang super intimate. It started getting slowly bigger. Like the third one I remember was in Outpost,
Yeah.
and then that's where we have I think the only recording of Winter Comes.
Oh
Diba?
yeah, when we had that, that was like the big band. Because I noticed, like when we played in the outfit of Rescue a Hero, wala may tao. And then there was an effort to like book a place. So I thought like it's hard to book a place. Gamay ra magtao. I actually know all these people and I have most of their contact numbers. Why wouldn't I just invite them in a private gig na like asa mag pinaka convenient or pinaka walay hassle na lugar para nako my apartment. And it started out like that. So it was just and all throughout I never with Rescue I never really had I never got it na murag we had a following that we could fill a room or anything like that.
No,
Yeah, no,
we
it
never
was
reached that point. Said good.
it was just us. We played, and then some people would go that we would invite, and then other people would be there, and yeah.
Well, to be fair, I don't think we worked too hard on inviting
Right.
people. Like
Right.
at least from my perspective, it was all a very selfish thing. I'm like, hey, I get to play my guitar.
Well,
Be
I
in my
didn't work
band.
very hard, Carl.
Huh?
Maybe McCoy worked very hard to invite like people.
Muna,
to
the thing is,
gigs.
I think si McCoy Rigid was the one ako kaya I'll credit you Rigid going, I think a lot of the things that we enjoyed was because you went out there and then
Right.
you're the one who really pushed for these things, but like the reason we played Outpost was because you found out there was an open mic night.
Exactly.
And then you told us we had a gig in Outpost. And then
We did.
And then when we got there, it was open mic. Pero lipay na
Excited ba kayo?
Excited
Ano
na
ba?
kayo?
Invite the Outpost. Oh my God.
Well, to be fair, how that came about, I think it was Ian Zafra or Sandy. I asked if we, I didn't know how to book gigs at that time. I was like, I went up to Ian
Sandy
Zafra or
na,
Sandy, and I asked like, oh, can we play? I think Ian to ba? Can we like if you have any events, with this band, we're new, we haven't really played much, but we have songs. We've been working on our songs for quite some time now, and it'd be really nice to play a gig. Kaya siya kanang open mic. I think
Were they organizing that? Because I remember Ian being there.
Yeah, well, no, I think Ian spoke to Sandy, and then just organized for the amps and the drum set to be there. I think my memory's kind of.
But yeah, but when we did that open mic, because one thing I do remember was Ian played. Do you remember that?
That's true. Yeah, I did.
So Ian played. You don't remember this? I was so
No.
impressed with McCoy because Ian played and then he goes, "Hey, we're gonna play Yellow by Coldplay. Who wants to go on stage to sing?" Then somehow McCoy ended up on stage.
I don't remember this at
You don't
all.
remember
but
this?
Maybe
That
I
was
went
before
home.
that gig. That
Was
was
that before
That
the
was when I talked
gig?
to Ian Zafra and asked him.
That's
like,
when
yeah,
you went to
okay.
his
That's how I-
radar.
yeah, that's how I
oh,
get to it.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably what happened was we watched Sheila and the Insects gig,
Yeah.
and then decided, yeah, we were watching it. It's probably just you and me,
Yeah.
no? And then what happened was, Moto, basically, Sheila and the Insects, so we're gonna play a song. Who wants to come on stage? And then McCoy ended up going on stage,
Right, bye.
and then sang it pretty well. Like it was like, oh my gosh, like just out. It's hard to do. It's just hard to just get up from the audience and then just sing. And he did it well. And then Moto, I guess so. That's how you got into his radar, and then that's how you talked to him, no?
Yeah. And it's funny. I didn't know the words to that song. I heard it a couple of times, so I was like, I think I was drunk enough to just go.
You fooled.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You fooled. Yeah, okay.
Fool Carlo.
You fooled me. Yeah, I didn't know the lyrics either, so maybe. But like, you can get through a lot with just confidence and bravado.
And a bit of alcohol.
Bitaw.
Confidence.
Gabihan,
juice.
no?
Yeah.
So
And then
that's how
yeah.
McCoy gets into these situations, by like he just puts himself out there, just like tries stuff out. Like he's not thinking of the repercussions of what will happen after. But
Yeah.
sometimes it leads to good things.
It works out.
Sometimes
Like, I
doesn't, I
like
guess,
that's
yeah.
a lot. I credit a lot of the things that happened to Rescue a Hero. A lot of the fun stuff, and also a lot of the not so fun stuff.
There it is.
To McCoy.
I agree.
Hi, Jace.
Hey guys,
Kumanta mong white hair na kayo, Jason.
you can't tell over the radio.
I'll post a picture. We'll post a picture of Jason's white hair.
It's so cool.
It's
cool, yeah.
We didn't turn him a change in temperature, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right,
Jason walked in. We're taking a picture.
duck
Oh, yeah.
face, Carl. Duck face.
Oh yeah.
Di naman nauso ang duck face, bay.
Ito naman ron, Jer.
No.
Sorry, catch my breath.
Actually, as I was saying, Jay ba,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure we're gonna use this because
Bay, sus, before kanyari, nagbastos, bay.
what do you mean?
I'm sure it's led by Makoy.
Di ba?
Fuck off.
How did I? Say up. Oh shit, what did I do?
Ano, you turned it off na ba? Turn off the aircon.
I made like 20 degrees.
This is
Just-
quality podcast.
It was 14 degrees in my face.
Pero Mona, I don't know what you guys want to talk about, but let's just we can share like Rescue Hero stories, or we can just talk about how weird McCoy. You turned it off.
Because it's still cold. It's like a 19.
You turned it off. It's gonna be really warm.
Happy boy.
Oh yeah, I did, sorry.
This is a guy who rode a tricycle once in his life. He's 34, 33.
How old was he?
Jason,
When he rode
yeah,
Jason,
late
did you
tricycle the
try?
first time?
Oh.
Dude, just because I'm late, don't pick on me.
We're not
Did you ever try to
You
kiss
know,
one by?
so, do you know why I'm late?
Wait, what happened,
The thing
mate?
is supposed to be 7 to 8, right?
Anya.
I'm there on time.
Anya.
The guy, this old guy walks into the place. Oh, you're monitoring the whole thing. So this guy walks into the place, and he has a hard time breathing. He just sits
Shit.
down, and we're all waiting for him. He's like, he's catching his breath for like 30 minutes, and then so his wife steps in just to like ad lib. She does a like
Ad lib. Ad lib
she does a
seminar.
She didn't do the seminar. She did like a recreation of the whole baptism. I'm like, why is she telling us this? This is in the pamphlet. So, pag 7:30, 30 minutes after it's supposed to start, he goes, okay, I can breathe now. He stands up, starts doing the seminar. So I think it's like another hour. We would have ended like 9 or something. Cause, basta,
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
it's good though.
Did you learn anything, Jay?
Yeah, don't be hubakun. Because you can't do a talk.
Oh.
Anyway. Yeah, this is a new place, right? I had a hard time finding the spot. Like, even the guys who twirled the signs didn't know where room 11 was.
Twirl the signs.
Kailan
What?
the come to our hubo hubo sign.
So
Wait, nasa like kanang
Nasa
word
like-
one, kanang word sign,
you know,
mag-ana sila.
those the guys who
tricks.
advertise their bars.
What's
They have this little thing. I go,
Huh?
boss, asang room 11? Mukubaw. Like,
Kubo, sir.
he dropped us a black hole.
this stupid guard said, boss, asang room 11? Dire pro, dito ka agi kay close na ning agyanan. So I go around the whole back, the parking spot and everything, just to end up where I started. And there he goes, "Tara man dira." This fucker made me walk around the whole block. And then I asked the guy, "Asang room 11?" Mana? Makubaw. Pero boobs. Boobs and beer. Boobs and beer.
What are you saying about hush?
No, like it was.
We can't talk about boobs and
Edit out. No, but like
Oh my god.
it was very clever. It's.
Okay.
I just don't know why you didn't invite us, man.
he was being a douche.
I remember, I saw photos. Shak, I think, posted photos of it. I think it was in your house. We had like the Christmas lights in the stairs, and I was like, "This is so cool." And like, he's our band member, but why are we not there?
Not to beef, by
What's the real reason, guy?
beef not.
What's the real reason?
Well, yeah,
You
so
didn't like
hush hush, I thought of it because lisod kayo ipangitag venue at the time for gigs. So yung naka-realize ko na sa rescue gigs, gamay ra man jud gig tao. So ako kaila pa jud ko sa mga tao na naa sa moto sa gig. Yan ako yung number nila. So niya ako na I wanna try something out na murag private gig. You're like a little high school girl now, Jace, with your Snapchat.
Social media documentation.
And
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, because that's how conversations go. But yeah, anyway, like I thought na murag gamay ra magtao niya. There's this like not hassle, but you know, there's effort and like energy required to book a gig. Why not just hold a private gig with like the same 5 or 6 people? And initially, I thought, you know, it was just like a thought, and I think I had a chat with Ate Shak about it. And then she thought it was a good idea, so I was like, yeah, so let's do it. Like I know, like you can bring your sister. I remember her sister was there. And then this other girl, and then you know, like 5 or 6 people went to the first one.
Right.
That's on your
So-
house.
what
Yeah.
songs did you play?
Rescue songs.
Bob.
Step through the heart.
You can't do that.
Walang mapila. You think?
Wait, so the one in the Vanilla Park, that was already the
Family
second
Park.
one. Family Park, that was the second
Second
one.
na to. Pretty nod,
But that was good, though.
That was really nice. And then even the one that we did in Outpost, katong Hush Hush, that's the only good recording we have of Winter Comes.
Yeah, the one we were set up in the middle, instead of the stage.
And yeah, nindot yun to. Like, it was a really nice experience being there. Like, even just watching the other bands.
Yeah,
More
it's
intimate
cool.
kayo.
That was
It was a full band, yeah, but intimate kayo feeling because like, kanang, you know, people were really there for the music ba?
Yeah.
No, people
It's
were
people
really
we
there
knew,
to listen.
I think.
Yeah, like I remember Mikey, the violin player's mom was there, and his sister.
His mom was it.
Ano
Which one,
ba?
the third one or the
Wait, what?
Which one?
Mikey.
The second one. No, which Hush
the
Hush?
band, the
third one.
Outpost, yeah, the yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
setup
it was cool, and
I remember.
yeah, I
We're
had
still
fun
friends
doing
on
it.
Facebook. He says
Mikey.
Yeah, so yeah, that was Hush Hush. It was the idea was to hold a private gig, because like when Rescue played, there were really like 5 or 6 people, like, and I was like, let's
sorry,
just do it.
can I interrupt you? The question was, why weren't we invited in the first
Oh,
one? since if we're getting into it, I'm just curious, ba?
Yeah. Well, if you're really
You said there was beef. Who said there was beef? Carlo said there was beef. Is that a fact?
I was making that up.
you
I think
ignorant
Carlo-
slut.
Was there beef?
No, it's a joke.
Dude, you guys.
No, but you know, now we have to like.
Diba, historically,
Like,
Carlo
like
and
drama,
Mancao,
whatever.
had their moments.
Like, si Papa was telling us, were you there when he was telling us, katomurag, like, he got angry when, what was it, the name of the song?
You shared the song.
To my
To
dearest.
My Dearest, when I released it
Right.
online.
Yeah. Without consulting me.
Online,
it
like
wasn't
Facebook
ready.
online.
Like
MySpace.
Like
MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah, I think it was
MySpace.
I don't think I don't. I'm not sure I had Facebook at that
Yeah.
point.
So we recorded we recorded a song. It's called "To My Dearest," and then so for me, dili pa jud ready na i-release kaya I wanted to do something about it, and Carlo was just let's just share it. And I was like, don't, come on, boy. And yeah, release ni Carlo.
Wait. To be fair, I don't remember you saying "Don't come on by." I think I just finished mixing it. I'm like, it mixed.
Sounds good.
Record it. Yeah. Then just
Yeah.
released it.
Anyway, I got so butthurt about it.
But
Yeah, that like I almost left the band. I remember grabe jud kayo na. And then yeah, like after a while, like we we had a beer in IP Park. I remember.
Guitar duha.
Guitar duha.
Yeah, what were Jer and I doing?
You guys were not-
yeah.
We were chilling.
No, I think Jeremy knew about it. Didn't you?
You probably vented to somebody, so you probably vented to Jer.
Maybe.
Did you
Yeah.
rent to me? I don't recall.
I don't
I
feel
recall
as,
it, but I don't
I didn't feel as hurt
Strongly,
because I'm
no.
the one who supposedly did.
It kind of
it.
Yeah. But it was such a like immature
No, I
move
think
for me
in my
that we're-
defense, I don't think I knew that I wasn't supposed to release it at the time.
Yeah. But anyway, it was crazy how like upset I was because of that I thought about leaving the band and I was like, fuck this. Like if this guy is going to be like this, I don't want to be in a band with him anymore. And then like looking back, like imagine if I actually did. Like
This was very early on in the
Yeah, that
in the
was
band.
early on. That was early on.
imagine if I actually did. And you think about like all the like
Fun shit. That
fun
we
shit.
wouldn't have
Yeah, and
gone
all the
Tier.
stupid decisions that you make because of like some irrelevant thing, and the experiences that you missed out because you did that. Like I always think about that like mini beef in my end.
No, but I never
Yeah.
knew.
I know. Like for you, wala ra jud to,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you just
Kasi
released a
ikaw
song.
ang
Yeah,
nakasa.
yeah, wala, oo.
It's not like
To Carlo, I don't think it was a song.
I don't remember it until he told me about it today.
okay.
Yeah, and this was like years
So
ago.
he's clearly been holding on to it.
I know, but yeah, I'm like,
It's a
I'm not,
pivotal
I'm not,
moment
I'm
in their
not,
relationship.
I'm not holding on to it because I'm upset about it. I'm holding on to it because like I remember.
You regret it?
Yeah, no, that I
No.
almost left the band because of that. Like
it was a
little kid-
learning
We didn't know
experience
how
for
close
Makoy.
it was to like
Yeah.
not
Well,
experiencing
we didn't know
all of
that.
this.
Yeah.
Like, if he's saying he was so close to leaving, and it was kind of early on we wouldn't have experienced all of those fun moments with Rescue a Hero, but like like personally we did come to a point where katong we were playing na in Outpost, and like the best moments would be like after a really good gig, and then you go to that back room,
The back room.
and then you just sit there,
Appreciate what you did.
and then you're just I don't
Soak
even know the
in
word.
the
Yeah, you're
moment.
just you're like hi pakay ka.
Right.
Yeah.
You're at this spot. Yeah, sometimes there were times when we're right after jamming, we would like right after playing live in Outpost, maybe we'd sit there for another 3 or 4 hours just talking about
the gig.
the gig.
And enjoying the free beer and pizza that we got free as
weird
payment.
pizza.
Shout out Outpost.
Thank you, Outpost.
Thank you,
Rest in
Outpost.
peace.
Call 45 to buy more.
We wish you were still alive.
More good. So I remember it. Like playing games was kanang makahay gid siya. I remember one of the first times we recorded a full set on a camera.
In Outpost.
Yeah, I think it was probably Outpost.
Which gig was that by?
I don't know. You know what I remember? It was my birthday,
Right.
and then McCoy showed up, and then there was a party, and then we went out, but we went back home to my house.
Mm-hmm.
And then McCoy was like, "Oh, I have the recording." We must have sat down for another hour just looking at. You remember that? We were just looking at the recording.
Were we there? Was I there?
I think it was just me and McCoy. I'm not sure. Like we
Why
were.
was I not invited to your party?
You were probably Sharo.
Oh.
You're probably invited. Wait,
Just didn't go.
Jer-
You were
Jer
too
wasn't
cool.
there.
maybe you guys didn't go. I don't know.
Yeah, you were
I
too
don't think
cool.
you invited us.
I earned it. I did. It was like kami Steph di pa may uyab, so I invited her and she didn't go. So,
But you married her, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
now have 2
I
kids.
win now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of those band memories are some of the
You get-
funnest.
Do you have a specific
Memories.
one that you can share to reminisce?
No, for me it was the whole just the Outpost vibe. We were talking about a while ago, diba, na I hate the fact that there's no more Outpost because there's no more that familiarity of just the music scene. For me, Outpost embodied the Cebu scene, the Cebu music scene. Like it didn't matter when you went, whether it's a Friday or Saturday. You're bound to see a good band or you're bound to see friends. And it was just this wonderful creative space where like-minded people were listening to were sharing music and enjoying each other's company. And it's just sad that it doesn't exist anymore.
Did you ever go there by yourself?
No, I always went with friends. I was never to the point. But the fact that it was there.
But did you ever
Yeah.
go there? I went there by
Yeah,
myself.
just hang out with Sandy and the staff and just hang out. I remember going there and like Jack, the Paring Jack, who do the
Man, I miss
sound
that guy.
engineering, and I would just hang out with him and like watch him work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and watch bands. I was there to just see a live performance, and yeah, at times I was just there.
Yeah, kato, like I used to go there by myself. Well, when I got single, and then that's how I met Steph. No?
Thank you,
You guys know
Outpost.
that story? Kato,
I know that story. I know how you met Steph.
Oh,
What
kato.
happened, Carl?
You don't know that story? No, anyway, no. But anyway, I went there, and then I saw Carlo
Not
Rodriguez.
rescue a hero related story.
Carlo
Oh,
Rodriguez
sorry,
is always
huh?
there.
Sorry, huh? I guess we have to keep it rescue here.
No, like clearly Outpost had
No, but
meant
Outpost really
more than
yeah,
big
you.
you, right? Like,
No, I wanted you to tell it.
relationship-wise, friendship-wise.
I wanted you to
No,
tell
okay,
the
yeah, we
story.
used to go. No, you don't know the story. No, like so. Kato. Anyway, long story
You know the
short.
story.
It's a short story.
What's the story, by?
No,
He walked up to her. And
No, basically, I went to Outpost.
Alright.
Yeah, just looking for kanang wakoy lingaw ba? And
Okay.
then I saw Carlo Rodriguez, naglingkod-lingkod
I
me.
remember you were very depressed at that time because you recently
Yeah.
broke up.
Daghan pa kayo
Like,
glas-las at Dubai.
sus, may remember Carlo depressed kayo. Marag sila kagaduginom.
Oo.
Marag sus.
Di ba to
Diba?
depressed? Nangita lang ko
cool pa si Carlo.
Yeah.
Kaya siya pa yung mga kadaginom.
Iya pa itong sulayo niyang buhok.
Karon dili na kayo.
Pakilig ba?
Hala,
Pinana ba?
napay book si Carlo.
Oh. Si Mamo si Carlo. Napay-buhok si Carlo.
Below the belt, right? Below the belt.
Why?
Below the belt.
I have a good head of hair. Pero I went to the barber ba?
Right.
What did he say?
And he's like, sir, nabi may treatment for ani.
Di na kakailangan mo rin, sir.
Wala ko yung buwan ani boss. Wala ni iwan mo.
Ano gibutan na? Sip sabot ni mo ani.
Wala kay tip today. Just so you know.
Wag ka magurang side sir. Ang taas ba kay?
Medyo kaingin na.
Kaingin.
Lamig upsa na ba eh? Daman insulto.
Treatment para kanin yung imongan sa niba kaya na taas. Okay.
Sir, massage ako yung naong sir. Nga naman, stress kayo mong naong.
Boss, ayaw po di-hurt akong feelings eh.
Di lang sakto ba?
No, but well,
Yeah,
anyway,
sorry, Carl.
it's a very short story. I went Outpost,
Okay.
saw Carlo Rodriguez, and yeah, Steph and her friends sat on a table.
Right.
And then, moto, like, at some point, I decided to just go to their table, say hi, and yeah, moto. And then, naglingkod
Ano man ba? Di mo ka usually nga na, di ba?
Okay, I saw a friend of, kami Carlo were talking, and I remember meeting Steph like months before.
Oh, okay.
Kami
So
Carlo
you
were
met her
talking.
before. Okay.
Yeah, but like, like hi, hello, yeah, that's
okay.
it.
Okay.
And then, added her on Facebook.
Oh.
'Cause, boom.
That's the
Slide
move,
into her
right? That's the
DM.
move. Slide into her
Wala
DM.
pa to yung murag DM.
But yeah, I remember because Steph was high profile man siya Dubai kay she just won Miss Cebu.
No, that was in 2006.
Was it?
A few years after.
Yeah. And I didn't know anything about that, by the way.
But now
I
you're
sat down-
But now you're an expert in it, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're super like
No, I sat on her table.
pageant.
You know, I sat on her
beauty king.
table.
Mo lagi.
I sat on her table. You know what she was talking about?
What?
Gikan rin siya Manila ato. Kaya ni Joan siya binibining.
Ah.
So, I had no idea, ha? Nilingkod ko, story, ha?
Sorry,
And then,
binibining.
binibining Pilipinas.
Oh, okay.
You're so out of it.
I was like
Sorry,
you.
Jer's from San Francisco.
Jer, I
already.
was like you, bay. No, bay. So she's like, oh, again, this is what we did. And then in my head came, okay. It
What the hell is
sounds
she
like
talking about?
it sounds like she joined some sort of contest.
Mm.
Gikan siya
Or she could
Manila.
be a teacher.
I was connecting.
She's a school teacher.
Binibining
She teaches Filipino in Manila.
Okay idea who she was, you know.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, saw her. I'm like, oh, it's really attractive person. She was hot. She's still hot. She's,
Okay.
yeah, whatever. So Mona, so
And that's how I met your
Your
mother.
mother. This is for you, Manu and Martin.
we'll save this for that.
You can edit this out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Save it.
Yeah.
for
Anyway, we can go back to Rescue Hero.
So, we kind of like...
Ikaw, Jer, what's your
Dakong
favorite
contribution ng Rescue Hero sa relationship ni Steph ba?
moment? Outpost.
Diba? Ang Outpost na
Oh yeah, din. Yan ingon
Is
ko
the topic
nga
Outpost?
kibaw mo ko.
Oh, Outpost na.
Di, nakot na nanguyab ko niya ba? Ako siya gainan nga. Kibaw mo ko gitara.
Did it work? Did it matter to her? She's like, nya. Sulabot.
Nawa, kaya ta. Huwag yun
I-invite mo siya
Really? I'm so in love with you na, Carl. Kasi you
Yeah,
can play guitar.
I got asked a question by recently, like, you know, like, oh, you play music, and what made you start music? What made you pick up a guitar? You know, like, yeah, I was like, honestly, because I wanted to impress girls when I was 14.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was like legitimately that was it. Like I like. What mo ay kumugitara kay para ma-impress ang girls? Like it was as you know as juvenile as that.
You know, I don't know that story. So like that's how
Sige
you
daw,
started.
sige daw,
How did
sige
you
daw.
do it, bay? Kato when you pick, how did you learn bass? But you can so good.
Yeah, so all my brothers kay musically inclined. Akong eldest brother kay piano, akong next brother kay guitar. So like ako murag one time nagjam akong brothers ng guitar niya ako gusto ko mabalapil. And siya, saan ako bagapil ani? Gitaran ko niya guitar ka gubaon nga marag duha ra ka string. Niya. Sige, tawag nga na Mike, muni ang itukar kay muni ang bass ani nga song. So marag akong giswayson, lingaw lagi ni ana, nakapaminawan ko niya. After the way, marag nindot lagi ning bass kay sa school wala kayo mo play og bass, or
Yeah.
everyone played guitar, everyone played like mukanta or whatever. So marag nindot lagi nga time nga kung mag-bassist ko, daghan kay makuy og play bitaw. Like daghan kay tao nga kailangan og bassist na demand. So like I'll just stick with this thing and lingaw pag go eventually nag-appreciate ko kay marag it's an underappreciated instrument. Wala kayo tao kibaw na gan ko aning mga niche instruments.
So not for a girl.
Not for a girl. Basically.
So but that's
What
unusual.
is yours
You
for a
started
girl?
with bass.
Yep.
No.
You learn guitar for a girl?
I learned.
Or for girls?
I learned. I learned guitar. Kay murag, it was cool. Like kanang like you remember like when we were in second year high school.
Yeah.
No, third year.
The band scene?
Second, third year high school. When somebody left an acoustic guitar on the.
I have no idea.
Somebody left an acoustic guitar in our classroom,
Mhm.
and then so everybody would play.
Mhm.
So that's how I learned how to play guitar. So
Baro-baro lang.
yeah, so like see Chester. I
Yeah,
credit
yeah, yeah.
Chester with really spending time with Chester Dagos. Shout out. I credit him good for. I credit him good for teaching, for like really sitting down and saying, okay, Carl, this is how you play this song, and then it's like Rage Against the Machine or something. But like, kanang, it was fun, ba? Like it was legitimately fun. And I remember going pa to. You remember like we had a field trip in Camiguin,
Something like that.
and then like the guys who knew how to play. You guys played. I think you even played
Wait,
bass.
This is high school?
High school. We had a field trip in Camiguin, and like there was like a jamminganan. And it was like, they were playing. I just thought, wow, shit, this is so cool. Kanangingana ba?
Yeah.
So magpatudlo lang gid ko nila. I remember going pa with silang Erwin to like super small.
Backyard. Ano?
No.
Noise Garage.
Noise Garage.
Outside school. Noise
Outside
Garage.
school.
Kang
Why?
Tinggoy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Roots.
I don't know, I
I think
don't
they're called the Roots. There's a band called Roots.
Mo ba?
Is it the yelly
Is it
band?
Tinggoy?
Katong
The screamy
Bisrap?
band?
I don't know.
No, isn't there? Isn't
Basta
that like a
the guys who
reggae
own
band?
Noise Garage
Okay.
were part of a band. And I think Tinggoy ba? I forgot his name.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but yeah, that Noise Garage. Like it was like in the middle. It was like such
Right
a
outside of school.
right outside the school,
Yeah.
but like super shady a place.
Outside of Sacred Heart.
Where?
Super shady, but
Yeah, it's like near the drug street.
Drug Street.
What's the
Yeah,
drug
you could
street?
get drugs
What's
before
the drug
inside
street
the
behind
school.
Sacred Heart?
Speaking of, we can talk about.
Can we
My
talk
boy wanted to talk about drugs in our podcast. Anyway,
Anyway, basta, it was a house, to somebody's house, and in their
Ba?
garage, they closed it off. They put the cushions and everything to
observe kabot ani ba basig merg bata pa kay ko.
Noise garage. It was a jamminganan ba?
It was the jamminganan of Second Heart.
And then like
Mo ba?
uy, mag-jamming me, kuyog ka. And then like a whole bunch of us.
Ah,
they
ano
would
bitaw na
bring-
ba no?
They
Red
would
Barkada
bring like
ba?
their audience kunuhay
Oh,
ba?
tanutan.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mini mission concert.
lingaw gid kayo to. Lingaw gid kayo.
Bitaw.
So mo to, then Jason at some point was teaching me how to play guitar.
Si Jason gito yung na guitar day.
No,
I only learned through my sisters, but I was really into drums.
Oh, like how did you get into drums?
Because
Because you got into music before I did.
because my mom was forced us to do like the summer music thing, and then all the sisters did guitar. I'm like, I don't do guitar, so I picked drums. I think I was always leaning towards drums anyway. So I had lessons, but then they were teaching me Michael Jackson songs.
and
I'm
you
like,
weren't
what
into
the
it.
hell is this? But
I remember that. Yeah.
But it was like the most tuk tuk tuck tuk tuk tuck. That's a whole like 1 hour of this. This is not worth the lesson. So after one summer, I stopped, and then it was the high school band scene in Noise Garage
Right.
that really made me get into drums more. Banda. We practiced for mission concert and all these things.
Yeah, play like kana mga katong amo nga well, that's also one of the other places nga ni-intersect me balik with McCoy, because si McCoy at some point was also actually weird ba to?
Bitaw
Kasi
nga
Don
naman ba?
Bosco, yeah, he had like mga bandmates from CIS. No?
You guys met through Magic Cards, diba?
Yeah.
You didn't meet
Right.
through the music scene.
No, like way before that.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering pa to kami ni McCoy. But anyway, ni-intersect me balik because like we'd have bands and he'd have also bands and we'd be playing. So sometimes like ato may jamminganan.
Right.
And then McCoy's band would be there
Mhm.
first, and yung mga friends pag isa to ni Mo, and we knew McCoy, I knew McCoy through Magic the Gathering. So hi, hello, story and yung mag-jamming me. Yeah, we're kita lang, never gigs
Yeah, never.
in high school.
I don't think we were good enough to. Well, we,
I'm
we
sure
did.
we sucked.
Did you do a mission concert?
Yeah. Oh, funny.
You had a band in mission concert?
Well, this was not that band. This was not the high school.
Context, Mission
Yeah.
Concert was the big concert in Sacred Heart School for Boys, now Jesuits, now Ateneo. Yeah,
No more mission concert also.
also
Yeah.
no more Mission
I
Concert.
think it's like Mission
So-
Disco, which is a shame.
Yeah. So back then I remember I was with the band with sila Jay Sato, Jiro Wani, and then Marvin. I forgot his
Oh,
surname.
IS kids.
Yeah, yes,
IS
CIS kids.
Weird.
And then we would book a jamming space.
Mm.
Pero na akong banda, yan na po ang banda ni Carlo. Si Carlo, Blue, Jason,
Probably Mo.
and Mo.
Wala mo nang mag-rival
Or si
ba
Sandy.
nga?
Wala.
Magtanaw
Kami,
sa-
Migo man me. Like Sandy was even from CIS.
Yeah. And then, ito, lingaw kayo. So, dili pareha na you book a room and then you jam with your friends. No, we booked it because we were two different bands, but we were a big circle of friends. And then, sige, we play the song. Come on, pod.
You're in the room together.
Yeah, you were
Lingaw
in
good,
the
lingaw
room
good.
together.
Lingaw good.
Lingaw ba to?
It's fun ba?
Where
Yeah.
was this? Di pa ni backyard?
There was this jamming
Nasa
There's one in
Talamban.
I remember there's one in CIC. That building across CIC. I think we jammed there once.
This was like somebody's house.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that's like how I, after Magic the Gathering, yeah, card games. I think it's still around. Yeah.
They have a new
It's coming back.
online.
It's
They have
coming
a new
back.
online game.
Ninth
Magic the
Edna.
Gathering.
Yeah, so that's where I initially met Carlo, and then I linked up with Carlo again with the high school bands that shared the jam space on Fridays.
What?
Atong jamming time ato is after school on Friday.
Ah.
Yeah, magkita tang ato. And then after that, yeah. Speaking of Mission Concert, really funny story.
Go.
I had a band like first year college. And akong kabanda is Dim from the band Dance With Me Chris. He's the bassist. He's also my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had a drummer.
Dance with me, Chris.
So anyway, the Mission concert, it was scheduled, I think it was like 2001 or something like that, 2002. Anyway, ang schedule sa poster sa Mission concert by kay magsugod siya 5:30. Ang among slot is 4:10. Ingon na may kapakapin sa.
Didn't we have like an early...
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
di ba ka, by the time nag-mission concert nindot kaya tong slot, you know why?
Because you organized,
Because I was
you're
vice
vice president.
So wait, you put me in the
Oh my
4:10.
God.
Was that
Was
when you-
Carlo ba eh?
Could
So, that was 2001, if it was possible.
I still have the
Kill
poster.
somebody.
Yeah, the poster?
I have a poster of that event, and like Fast Pitch was there, like somewhere in the
No
4.
way.
Yeah, somewhere in the 4 o'clock slot.
Wait, where's the poster? You have it? Can you
I think it's in New
So many
Zealand.
bad decisions
Yeah, I think
by Carlo.
No way.
It's
Can you
like-
send me a copy of that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
starts
So
5:30.
cool.
Who's this band? Let's put them at 4:10.
I
Fast
wasn't,
pitch
I
can
wasn't the one
something.
doing. If I remember correctly, it was AJ doing the scheduling.
Yeah.
Because there were so many bands.
There's so
right?
many bands.
Everybody was trying to get in.
Power Spoons was there. Urban
Yeah.
Dub is in that gig. So akong band at Dubai na
Who
misspell
did
ko
that
dyan.
gig?
Fast
What?
Pitch was still small at the
Yeah,
time.
like I think they put
Buwan
Fast
na.
Pitch in the before the actual time of the event. Slot kay they were
Bago
not from
to sila.
Sacred Heart. They were from Don Bosco.
Oh, they prioritize.
Yeah. Something like that.
It was one of those.
Uy.
In the end, ba? It's one of
Bias.
those.
Again, Carlo was VP at the time,
Biyak
so
bias, uy.
he had say in some of this.
Kanigin mo, Secret Heart.
Kailangan sabay.
You're the only. Mako is the one who's not.
No, in the end, ba, Mission Concert became one of the types of gigs pag yun that I hate. Like, when you go there and there's like a million bands playing and you're only playing
And you're
like
playing
3
covers.
songs. Well, never mind. No, but like
No, the fact
that we were all playing covers
yeah,
at
because
the time.
we played a song that I remember the
Si
band,
the band next.
the band before
That
us,
was their
song.
the band
man.
after us also played it. It was Papa Roach at the time.
Last resort.
Last resort.
Of course, they played the same. They so
I
like we
screwed up.
played
I
it.
screwed up at the song because I was like, he was giving me the sign to stop playing. I'm like, what the hell is he saying? I'm like, I lost na the.
On a rhythm.
Oh, the next. It's the next band. Sila gyapon. Papa Roach na gyapon.
But I think visionary itong Mission Concert. Ba, di ba Coachella basically nga na daghan gig bands in one day? Like
Yeah, but like
mga-
it was like 15-minute sets.
Oh,
Three
wait,
songs.
what?
Three
How many
songs.
songs can you play in?
Like 3 songs.
3 songs.
Nakakabot ba, Mission
So there
Concert?
were.
Wala. Nakaabot ko, but I don't think naka-appeal ko. Markitar ko isa niyang the band that was playing was Capsule, I think.
Carters, dili.
Si Bobop, or vocalista to sa ano?
Bobo.
Dili ba, what
Glitch?
was their glitch?
Oh,
That
Glitch.
was-
Yeah.
Glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember Glitch that much, eh?
I think nagbuwag na to sila niya si Bobop naging mo yung own band niya mo tong Capsule. Immortal naman niya. Nagpa-autograph din ko sa t-shirt Drake.
Did you actually? Actually, cool.
Are you serious? That's your scene.
No, I think
Mayo no business. Kaya tawa sa
Autograph na ni me.
But for me,
Did you have a shirt?
Wala na ba yan?
Grabe,
Wala na yan.
for me, he has one of the best rock and roll moves.
He's like the bassist of Korn. He reminds you of the bassist.
Yeah, but he
no,
also
no,
has like
no,
like the
Feel
Power
deep.
Spoon song. Like they have like Power Spoons on the rail, dong dong dong. And you're like he shoots it like a gun. Wala lang. It's like
Signature move.
for me, ba murag wanna be as Power Spoons. Chica.
Ala.
Oh shit, really?
Ala.
Ano siya ni
Who does bass now?
I don't know. I forgot his name. Murag Power Spoons siya sa una actually. Oh, what? Basta di ko kailan
Anyway.
The big what's it called? Big Band?
Big Bang. Oh, Rocket One.
Yeah, sorry,
Big
Rocket
Bang.
One. Did they change venue last minute? I was looking at
Yeah, you
social
know what?
media. Are we allowed to talk about
I don't know about that.
Okay, never mind. Change topic. Edit out. Everything went smoothly. We love it.
No, but
Okay, go.
what was I saying?
You
Yeah,
were
I
thinking
thought
about
I thought kind of when I heard that we were all coming here in my head, I was like, it'd be cool if we record something just to, have it in record, ba? Like just us screwing around really. But
Yeah.
but I knew so at the same time. The problem is it's no matter how much we try, it's an artificial conversation,
Yeah.
and then I didn't want to. I also didn't think we'd be like hanging out the whole day, to be honest.
I was telling you, Steve, Babs, we were together since 12 and we haven't stopped talking since we talked for 7 hours straight.
Wait,
By
3
the ti-
years.
By the time, yeah, but still, yeah, that's true. No, but by the time we hit the studio, we'll be like rehashing some of the, or not necessarily, but a lot of the good stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, everything you're hearing now has been rehearsed a few hours ago.
Every line, every
But
laugh.
like usually when I do a pod, like I'll number one, I'm talking to one person, not 3. No, and then
Is
usually
that better or?
no, that's harder to do. And then also I have an outline. Kinda like I have an idea
Carlo
where.
made the least effort for
Exactly.
today's podcast. That's what
No,
he's
but
trying to
like-
say.
No,
This
but
is gonna
let's
be
be
hard.
honest.
I'm
What
just
am
not
I-
even
we'll
gonna
wing it.
try.
Let's
Yeah.
go. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with this? But well, I think we should start by sharing our favorite
Okay,
rescue
Jason,
hero
introduce
moments.
I like that voice, man. You should keep that.
I should. You think it's good?
It'll be fun to have like alter egos in your podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not that kind of show.
You conversing with yourself.
Oh man.
Bro, di ba? So, rescue heroes at the balik according to
I was
Mancao.
like, you're
Yeah, I feel like it's a
continue.
very
You were saying
appropriate.
something.
What were you saying?
Yeah, before you guys rudely interrupted me. No jokes. So
Which we always do.
like after the whole like mission concert, like after being in separate bands, I was skateboarding and I met Jeremy while skateboarding around that time.
Jared
Like,
had long hair.
And you guys made out.
Di ba you have to put a secret heart
Made out
ba?
a lot.
Di ba pwede long hair?
Ano pa ba?
Pisa.
You had long hair, uy!
College ito ba eh?
College
Ah,
ito.
I
college
think
ito.
when we met, I was already in college. Yeah. When Makoy and I met, we were still in high school.
yeah.
I was still in high school. I'm Makoy tikuang na to.
Ayaw ba, kaya mas tiguang pamilya story ako.
Can we not do the age thing? Excuse me.
By Titos!
They call us Titos of Rock. Just so
I don't think I like that. I don't care, man. Screw it. You know why? Because we are Titos, like for real, not like figuratively. I just came from a Baptist, a pre-baptism thing. I am so Tito. And we used to do rock. So.
Sige, Titos of Rock. Kung saan ito yung story niya.
That's a pretty cool compliment. I'll
So
take
you...
it.
I'll take it.
See what I mean?
So you met Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean? Sorry, carry on.
You met Jeremy skating.
Yeah, so after that whole stint with us being in separate
Could
bands,
be the
and
worst episode ever. Anyway.
so I met Jeremy while skateboarding, and then after mag-skate mi ba sa Ayala, sa spot sa Ayala, pag high school na mo.
Rest in peace.
Rest in RIP.
Oh, yeah.
So after mo ba si Jeremy would come over to our place. Si Jeremy taga Pardo pa na time. And he would come with us sa Mumbalay sa Doña Rosario. Yeah. Ako I already had like instruments because of the mission concert. Kadto na days, when I had a band back then and you guys had a band. So I already had like gear. So Jeremy would come over and he would play bass. Yeah, mag-jamming.
So wait, Jerry, you didn't own a bass?
I think I had a really crappy bass at that time. Murag nipait ko ang first bass kay murag second hand nga wag iti brand nga bass. Murag nega butang og thing body ug neck together. So mahulam ko sa makoy kinindot masag baho bay. Nam siya Fender jazz bass or P bass.
Duka na mo gear.
Kadim man to.
Kadim, yeah, because Dim was in with my band, katong akong thrash box na band, katong scheduled at 4:10, and in the poster the gig was like 5:30 or something like that. I can't remember the specifics.
Muna man daw sila habay indot kay mga instruments ba. Cool sige makoy kay kanang kompleto yang instruments kipa pag siya motor drums, guitar niya mayuhan niya.
So you were Wow, that's the first time I've heard you say that.
Fuck you.
No.
Kato nga time
It
wala
might
ko
never
kay ba
happen
di pa
again,
ko mic music so may guess makoy pa to.
Because I'm surprised because no like that Jer started like McCoy saw Jeremy at beginner level. You get what I'm saying? Because like when
we
Jason,
came in,
when me and
you
Jason
were like,
came in,
Kayo sa tohon na eh.
yeah, we're muna itong bassista. Kito.
May ganit, ka-level room eh.
Tungod to siya tanaw ni makoy ba eh. May guess makoy.
No, but
I paid him to say that.
no, but it should be said nga murag
Fast learner, basically, you're trying to say.
like well I don't know if you were there when I was telling them kanina nga, one of the things that I discovered yesterday after the pod with McCoy was that di ba he'd show up in the Jaminganan, right? McCoy.
Yeah.
And then we're ready, Rescue Hero and everything. And then he'd be like, hey, I have a song. And yeah, play it.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot, di ba? What I didn't realize was he had, before getting to that song, he had like, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 songs before that he just figured out on his own in his little bedroom or whatever. And then before coming up with that last one and saying, hey, I have something, it always felt like he was working on that one thing and then this is that one thing at this point in time. Yan na ba? I didn't realize he went through so many.
Come to think of it, yeah. I mean, it was just like, I thought, oh, he woke up today and he goes, I'm going to make a song.
Bitaw.
This is what I'm going to make for today. I'm going to tell the band. And we'll be like, no.
That happens.
That's not the one that's going to be in Rescue Hero.
No, but a lot made it to Rescue Hero.
Yeah.
Obviously. Pero muna ba, like that is not some. I mean, kita, we were so used to just looking at the virtuosity, is that a word? Virtuosity of like of somebody's technique and but the songwriting by like I think we took it for granted, especially See, I'm basically kissing. No, but like we took the
We're so glad this is being recorded because I feel like this will never happen again.
No, but like I feel like a lot of the like we wouldn't have made songs if McCoy didn't come in.
Yeah, for sure. Makoy really was the songwriter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Diba?
Like we had like those jamming moments where like you'll come up with a drum riff, or I'll come up with a guitar riff, or Jeremy will come with a bass riff, and we just jam.
Mm-hmm.
And lingaw kay siya, cool kay siya, you'd come in said Koy. But the songs were for the most part already there
Yeah.
in the beginning when you would come into the jaminganan, and then you'd tweak it here and there, or we would change it here and there and add
But
in
I
our
think very
own.
minimal. I think the changes would be.
Like the
No?
like the skeleton of the song was like
Yeah,
mostly it already.
Yeah,
diba?
the skeleton was there. We just had to add on our respective layers to make it whole. But I don't even recall ever changing arrangements or. Did we
Yeah,
ever?
I think we
I
did.
think we
a
did.
number of
I
times.
think we did.
Anyway, like,
Yeah.
I don't think
even
it was
recall.
like I don't think it was explicit lang. I don't think it was explicit. Nga, oh yeah, let's move this part here.
Yeah.
It was like
It was very organic.
yeah.
In fairness, yeah, a lot of the process seemed to flow fairly smoothly.
Yeah. But just going back, like nasa Guadoy, like at the time, that's true. There's so much effort to like that I put into a song, and then I give it to you guys. But even at that point, it's still a skeleton of a song. Like it's not a done song. But there was this like feeling of comfort. I know that these guys can like make the song like way better than it is. Like I know I worked on the song, pero these guys would make it better. And I have like I don't know, maybe at one point or another, like I did say like, oh, can we try this? But for the most part, it was like yes. It was like yes.
This
that's
is the first
that's,
time I'm hearing this.
That's the right part. Have I ever told you how to play a drum
no,
part?
but no, that you actually felt that confidence that we would. Well, I guess we understood, but for you to verbalize it,
Yeah, well, in the beginning,
This is the
you guys kind of suck, but
fuck you.
put up with it.
No, but in the beginning the
We
songs,
rescued you, hero.
No, but in the beginning the songs are super different, huh? Like
Because our influence, I think, are super different. Like McCoy always came from like a what's his name? That guy we were just talking about.
Bright eyes.
Bright
That
Eyes.
was- that
no, but that was later
that was
na.
before-
that's-
In the beginning, dude.
In the beginning, it's
That
like
was later
Kurt
na.
Cobain,
Sorry.
Daniel Johns of
In
Silverchair.
the beginning, dude, we had that like
But we never sounded Silverchair or Nirvana.
no, but
That was
remember
never-
Summer the Girl or
yeah.
Prom
that was
Night or
Yep.
that was purely emo.
Was it? No, I don't think
I
it
wouldn't
was.
say
Actually, I really don't
But
even
like-
know the genres anymore.
Yeah,
but they tell you talaga yes, the guy's like, oh yeah, kaya naman ko rescue
Emo
hero.
days.
Yeah, emo days. Yeah, like my head cringe ko pero sige na lang.
You do not understand what we went through.
Emo-
Basically, you're confirming emo. Let's just not call it emo.
Roar.
People always call us emo though.
That's
No?
Yeah,
They also- that's always
yeah.
what
I feel
Not that it matters.
at the time Motoshay Murag, it was like the genre that was kind of around, and like people kind of like want. I think people love defining things, like for me, The Cure is a very good example. Like they came out in the 80s and like, oh, The Cure's new wave. Like no, they were way ahead of their time. You know?
yeah. The other thing that I remember, kind of like remember Byte magazine.
Yeah.
So do you remember being reviewed
Huh?
by Byte magazine?
Oh yeah, I remember
band?
that.
You don't remember that?
No.
Like we released like this really crappy EP that we were giving away.
You
Remember that?
reviewed it?
And then somebody reviewed it.
Oh shit.
By the way, super nice guy. But but at the time,
I don't like where
What
this
did
is
he
going.
Yeah, what did he say? I'm curious.
you don't remember?
Did he tear us up?
Yeah, you know about this.
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
was
but
like,
I don't
you
know
remember
what he
this,
said.
Jerry?
I remember this.
What did he say?
What do you remember? Go.
Was it bad?
Yeah.
Sorry, how bad was it?
To be fair, he did not say many good things about many local bands.
It was
like,
okay.
I-
It's
Yeah.
not the worst
What did he
review.
say?
It wasn't the
Like,
worst review.
What,
It wasn't-
what were...
But it was like the part.
Name a few
Like,
things.
of course, like okay, you know when somebody says so many nice things about you, or even mediocre things about you, and then the one thing you remember is the thing that you hated the most.
Okay.
Okay, so him it was like yeah. These guys are like wannabe second-hand serenade. What was the name of the band?
Dashboard Confessional.
No, he Dashboard I can take. I love Dashboard
They're good.
Confessional.
I like that word.
No, there was a band that he mentioned
Local?
in the thing. No, a second-hand isn't that a
That's like, no, I think that's like super emo band, Secondhand Serenade.
Yeah, okay. So I think he said like these are like wannabe secondhand serenades. I forgot the exact. Maybe you can search it online. We'll see. No, and then he said like something. They want to sound like secondhand serenade, or they sound like secondhand serenade, and I was like, who the fuck is secondhand serenade?
It's true, but like Emo said, we sound like emo, but I don't have that frame of reference to say that what emo sounds like, because I was never into that genre. Not like. I'm not saying anyone who was into it is bad. Like,
but to
I
be
just
fair,
wasn't familiar with that.
But to be
genre.
fair, like a lot of people like, there will be a section of humanity that will say like Jimmy Eat World is emo. But
see, this is why I don't understand genres.
Yeah, I get it.
That's why it doesn't mean anything to me, to be honest.
Right.
Like when they said Jimmy Eat World is emo, I'm like, no ways, Jimmy Eat
Face
World.
is fucking emo.
Yeah.
What's so bad about emo?
Because
Like?
when we say emo, we're using it in that derogatory. Because it got to I don't know, but it got to a point where people say emo man, like in a derogatory.
Like McCoy's hairstyle back in the day, ba?
Although that one truly deserved it.
Cheap
Send the
shot.
photo.
It's true.
Cheap shot. Cheap shot, you piece of shit.
No, but
I'll look for a picture.
Oh my god.
that was during the Tumblr days, I think. Everybody was doing that.
Maybe because of nga na, no? Like, ang image nga projects sa emo.
Yeah,
like, more,
it had like a bad taste to it, the term.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like to me, like when people said we're emo, like no, we're not. But you know, whatever you wanna.
right.
However you see us, like
I
don't
didn't
have.
matter.
Yeah, I don't
I
have
thought
control.
we were like
of your-
new wave or
Really?
No, see the thing is, I don't know what
You know what I would tell
genres mean.
people? I'll be like, we're kind of like folksy rock ish.
Yeah, because when I write songs, it's always a
genres. I
folk.
swear don't really matter.
I remember this
Yeah.
one time when we played at Outpost after the gig. This person went up to us and said, "Oh, you guys were so good. It sounded very foreign." I was like,
That's a good.
"Is that a good thing or a bad thing?" Like, kung Bisayan pa na to, murag saag game mo panahon.
That's like the most negative way to put it. Mayuhan eh sa game. Thank you.
Pero daghan sa kitog shitty gigs, huh?
Of course, like
Grabe, like...
we put in the hours. Like,
Yeah, no,
we
but
put in
no,
the work.
remember there was one gig, somehow we got booked in Outpost pa yun. Outpost, the day before Holy Week. You don't remember that?
White Tao.
Zero. Like, legitimately, there was no one
Kita
in the room except
ba?
us.
Kaya,
And the staff.
And the stuff. So, like, we were like, oh, at least naka-free jamming. Practice
Yeah,
na na.
I feel like that's how we would have seen it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think we played an hour.
Did we get
Yeah.
a beer and pizza?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
did.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure we did.
Sakto, they would give us Colt 45. I remember.
Colt
You were
45
just
with
mentioning
Sige,
it.
Dog.
I remember that. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I
It's
think
hard to drink.
Colt sponsored Outpost.
That's why they give it away.
Why hadn't? TF, here you go.
Pero if Colt 45 wants to sponsor, okay, goodbye.
Wait, are they still around?
Sponsored
Is
the
They're not.
podcast.
They're not.
I don't think you can. Can you?
Can you still get Colt 45?
No idea.
But that wala na na. Wow, I'm so behind.
Really? Jeremie's from San Francisco.
No,
FYI.
let's go.
Craft beer na
He
iya,
drinks craft beer and broccoli pizza.
Only the best beer.
Kidding.
Kidding.
Only the best beer.
Do you remember? Kato, like we get like karang featured sa RCTV ba? And then remember Jeremie being interviewed?
Is this the Tambayan sa Outpost?
Tambayan sa
Yeah, yeah,
Outpost.
yeah.
And
That was
then
the best.
That was so
interview.
uncomfortable.
Jeremie was the worst person. Karang, I think somebody asked a question and then
Was it solo ba? Dili by pair, di ba? I think it was kita pair. No, kita to pair.
no, but I
Like,
I don't
remember.
remember it being a pair, but
No, I remember there was
Nine
one where it was your
band.
group and then like
oh,
I think Ria Matanalito was
Ria,
there.
right,
Ria
sakto,
Dulya,
sakto.
shout out.
Right,
So
right.
she was the one giving the questions and then she asked Jer something and then I can't remember.
Sa agay ang tabag.
But sa okay, like I remember
Was it
Jer
about
was like dance.
Ants! I remember. What was your answer? You talked about ants and we're like,
forgot the
So that was
It's like, it's like an ants. You know when they're crawling and following each other. And then like we're like, what
So
the kasabot? And I was looking at them. I'm like, what the?
Anyway.
That was so good, man.
You
I
don't
love
remember
giving
that?
I do.
weird
I do.
answers.
Like I remember watching a clip of it and laughing my ass off, like on YouTube or something.
I think one of the things that I liked about kanang our band ba, it's like we really did not give a shit about what do you call this? Image. That's
Yeah.
the
Probably
word.
why we failed. Kidding.
No, but like it was so legitimately fun because we just
Didn't
enjoyed.
care. We didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As per Kaloy, awkward ba na sila, di ba?
Awkward na si Makuro
I feel
ba
like-
yung ngayon,
yeah.
pero
I feel like all the way up to our last band, people probably thought, what an awkward bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got, to be fair, I think we got better at it. We were like,
Or we were naturally awkward, so more
Better at being
Yeah, we got
awkward.
More na gano'n sila.
Yeah. It's like a Michael Cera movie. Like, kidding.
That's just him, di ba?
Yeah.
no, pero like, also, I don't know, tanaw sa ganato, we're, di man sa takit, we don't, you look at us, we don't look like,
Except ni Makoy.
except ni Makoy.
Makoy always played the role. Eh.
Mo
That was your leadership.
Right.
I feel like if you didn't do that, oh good, nga naman na sila. Why are they on stage?
No,
So many mga bata.
like a lot of those gigs.
Yeah.
Credit it to Makoy
We're
again.
good for sure.
Like,
We just showed
We
up.
never booked the gig.
We showed
I've
up.
never booked the gig.
Mo good, bye. Mo good.
Di ba?
Yeah.
He was our
Imagine.
band manager, vocalist,
Mo.
And then
guitarist,
one of the things I
songwriter.
wanted to touch on was kind of like there were some things that we were doing back then which is like normal practice na now. Diba? We talked
Giving
about
away
this
music.
kato we were just giving away CDs because giving away MP3s was a bit difficult pa. But like we were just giving away no, but you could download our
You
shit for
could,
free
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
It started out with a link. I think we would give the link.
Yeah, we'd
The
give a
download
link. Yeah, at some point we were giving out those free CDs.
The
And we
CDs.
draw on them
Yeah.
pa.
Oh, there was so much effort.
Lingaw man
Yeah.
to.
We sold the shirts in those brown envelopes with a CD and a sticker. Was it? No, that was Zerothreetwo today. Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, that was
No, yeah, that was
That was us.
don't be so sad.
the blue shirt with the clouds.
That's
Don't
my
be so
favorite
sad.
shirt. That's my favorite.
Don't be so sad,
I
ba?
don't even
The blue
have- yeah.
with the clouds.
My sister still has one. She wore it on her in Siargao when she got married. No, like when she woke up, that was her pajamas. No, but like
That's
yeah,
what you got married.
Not
on.
much wrong with that.
that was her wedding dress.
Okay,
Someone
don't
should
sad,
love
don't be
that
so
shirt.
sad.
Oh my
No
god.
wedding dress.
That's
a red shirt.
It's my favorite shirt of the Rescue Hero
Mm.
series. The 2 shirts that we had, or 3 shirts. We're like, that was my favorite. Yeah, like, we sold merc. We were giving away our CDs for free. We had those like little YouTube shows. Kind of
What
white
YouTube
car,
shows?
white car
Yeah.
sessions,
Mm.
yellow room.
The acoustic. Yeah.
Yeah, Murag. I feel like we should have done more of those, to be honest, back then. Like we had the means to do it. Nagid ba?
To be fair, at that time for a band in Cebu, we were putting out a lot of stuff out. Like there's like videos in YouTube. You can tag live performance na ma-upload. Not by us, but by people we know.
Oh,
And then,
back then.
just so we started out rescue, and then we couldn't find gigs. So what we did was we recorded songs, we worked on songs for a solid year, a year and a half in Carlo's bedroom before we actually went out in the wild. So when we went
That's pretty
out
cool.
and started like gigging, we already had songs, like original songs.
Oh yeah, the first time we had a gig, it was all original. Actually,
Was it was our
Mag-
first gig Outpost?
no.
Oh.
You don't remember our first gig?
No, where's our first gig?
Zubu.
Oh,
In Colon.
Zubu.
Oh, Shak. Shak's
Yeah,
thing.
Harakiri.
Mosh.
And yeah, do you remember that gig? Katong one of our first gigs in Zubu.
There's a gunshot outside.
Somebody who got shot.
Someone
And then the
got
next
shot?
day in the newspaper.
No, but do you remember that? Like katong we played and you said like you heard a gunshot and we were waiting for
Yeah.
for our
we were
set.
outside, inside. We were in the hallway and there was a gunshot. I'm like, I wonder what that was. And the next day,
No, the
Newspaper.
guard told us about
Ah,
it
yeah.
when we were done.
jamming.
When we were done performing,
playing.
we went down and then the guard goes, "Buanga, somebody got shot."
We parked in that gas station
We
across
parked in the gas station
yeah.
across. You don't remember that?
I remember.
That was our
that,
first
yeah.
gig.
That was not our first gig. One of our
No, but
first.
Zubu
That was
was
like
when our first
official
was
like
our first gig.
bar gig. I remember.
Zubu, sorry, when we were playing Harakiri Mosh, we were the most saag band ever. Because
No, but
the scene of Harakiri was
kanang duk, 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 duk.
and we were like, marry me.
No, wala pa tayo marry me.
There was something.
Diba,
we were
really
like,
sad.
what
Prom
But-
night after prom night.
But
Who the fuck are
do you
these
remember,
guys?
credit to Ate Shak, good.
For sure.
Because remember that gig katong, what was it called? Where she got all the saag na bands, the ones with a different sound. It was folk fashion.
This is not yours.
Bumbo Pluto Ova.
Something like that. Like,
Yes.
I remember the
Where was
poster with
this?
the
The poster with the monkey.
Yeah.
Right.
You just don't get it.
Yeah, you just don't get
You
it.
just don't get it. And then a lot of the bands who played that gig, nadugay ba sila? Do you remember what? That was the first time we watched Bumbo Pluto Ova. And then that's when we were like, holy shit.
You can do that?
Music, you can do that.
You can.
Ito.
And then we had our FU session.
Yeah, we call it
censored
FU.
good FU. Our fuck you session where we go, song's done, but no.
No, but like,
We played
yeah,
for another
diba?
5
Diba? We
minutes.
really watched
Yeah.
Bumbo Pluto Over, and then we just realized, shit, you can do that. Like they would, like their whole set was fuck you. Like
Actually,
we would do it for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But sila ba, grab
The
big
entire
kayo,
set
the
was-
whole thing, good. And then
I remember.
you would grab big
So
kayo.
good. So good. Such an experience, ba?
Yeah, the bands who played that gig by Murag, nadugay ba to sila? And they're the ones that I remember.
Yeah.
True.
Diba? I think Sunday was in there too.
Maybe.
I forget.
Maybe.
But anyway, yeah. And then also sa Zubu, like after the gig, I don't know if you guys remember this, so like there was Zubu, like super crappy bar.
Mm.
And yeah, we would like go to the standing table and drink our beers. And yeah, magsigit storya, kaya tabay, we should open a bar. yeah. yeah, kanang ingani ba? Like kanang like ibati gyud nato. yeah.
That's the goal. This is it, man.
Like,
This crappy bar is our goal.
Gamay kay overhead ba niya? Bati gyud kayo.
Mamatay
niya.
ka was.
Sige lang kita ka na mga rock and roll gigs lang ba niya? Wala ako market.
Simple life.
Bitaw. Noon sana katong tagiya sa Zubo, no?
Tagiya sa Zubo.
Abli na siya Zubo chon ba? Hindi, sir.
Guys, I know this is it. You know the much. I see drum set.
But yeah, no, it was fun. Like, just like to me, like the time we spent as the outfit or the band Rescue Hero, those are the best times of my life. Like I can, I can say, one of the best times of my life.
Sure. no, but you know, like I look
with
back
with the voice char.
I look back in those days fondly.
Super.
You know, like I hope one day we get back together.
This is it. This is our big get together
Yeah,
after
yeah.
X number of years.
24 hours, sige, tag-practice, ani. No, but like, kana ba, like, remember in your wedding, Jer? Yeah, we jammed.
Bitaw ba?
Lingaw kay ko,
Ikaw
kay
ba?
naka-jam ta. But at the same time, disappointed kay ko.
Banga
I'm
kita.
like, shit, banga.
Yeah, that was
like,
it was fun, but we couldn't finish anything.
Yeah.
It was fun. But yeah, like I was telling Carlo last night that we didn't get big. We didn't become famous. We didn't make money out of it. But yeah, like I wouldn't trade that experience for
No,
anything.
no.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and like yeah, I'm at present. I still look back and like that was fun. That was a good experience. Like,
You think
yeah,
nga kung wakan larga ko nagpadayon pa ta?
No, I just.
So it's your fault we
Oh my
disbanded
God.
because
No,
Missing
yeah.
Mac was 1 and 2.
No, because like you were having a kid. You were having a kid, and I saw the
Mm.
writing on the wall, and I think we touched on that was a strife within the band because we initially started na lingaw-lingaw ra jud ni. But like I was in a financial situation with my family sad na. I needed it to work. I needed if I was gonna continue doing music, like I needed it to be a career, not just a hobby.
Right.
Otherwise, like I was fucked,
Right.
and that's why I left.
Oh yeah, kay katong, I mean, I don't know if you guys can remember, but we had that long meeting in Cart Zone.
What happened, ba?
Did we?
You don't remember that?
Oh my God,
This
this
is
is the good
serious
stuff.
and like crying.
Yeah, like, and then we were like,
For real,
sige,
crying.
Itong hapit ka ba guys si Jason
No,
Smoker?
katong nagsige tag story niya, nag-uwan nas gawas, hindi
Hala.
wala ta kabantay, like, basa na day kaya tong sapatos, kaya
Seryoso na
We
kayo.
also played in Cartoon, by the way.
yeah,
That
was fun.
Cart Zone was so hard to play, like, it always sounded bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, like,
Yeah.
Anyway,
go
Carry
on.
on.
but no, but yeah, remember we had that conversation where, so, somewhere along the way, McCoy needed in defense to McCoy, like his situation was a lot more difficult than ours, good.
True.
Diba? Than all three of ours. So
Right.
he needed it to work and he needed it to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kita, we were very happy just tagging along.
Right.
Just, we're gonna. It was an experience. Like we were just. It was fun. It was
Right.
legit fun, no. And at some point, it became serious for McCoy. It was either like, either I stay here and do this and it works, or I gotta get out there and then in the end, kato nilarga ka, ano ba? So it was difficult good for him in that sense. Because when we started, we had conversations when we started. Nga murag, bay, to be clear, like clear it out lang in the beginning. Lingaw or anyhow. Like, do you remember that?
We did. Did we lay that down?
I remember us having conversation. I remember
early on.
I remember very early on. I remember me saying lingaw or ganyan. And then lingaw or good siya. But at some point, murag it became a bit more serious than we wanted it to be. No? But and then
and then like people's lives change, people's circumstance change, and at that point, like it was Buster Bale for me, with my situation, and more ako na ko opportunity to to move out of the Philippines and like venture out and like try out my luck elsewhere with doing other stuff like that's not related to music. And then it happened, and but like at the end of the day, like it was good times.
No,
right.
the
Right.
best.
Leave right?
August 2012.
Ikaw.
I don't remember naman.
But after.
Well, we worked
4
it out
years
more or
ago,
less.
5
More or
years
less,
ago?
ang band. The band we think started 2007. No?
Okay.
So about 5 years.
Of band. We were a band for 5 years.
Yeah, the four of us. No, surprisingly long.
That's kind of long, huh?
Like it feels like looking back, it feels long. No, but then that was like, the best 5 years. No, I mean not saying that'll be the best. Yeah, that was it. That's the
Yeah.
highlight.
Super good.
But
5
those were
years.
a really good. That was a really good 5 years. Lingaw gid kay like. Okay, when we started the band, like kami Jason, we were really good friends to begin with, and then we knew McCoy, but we weren't like, diba? We didn't really like hang out kayo. And of course we didn't even know you, Jer. And like
Bugoy
5
pa
years.
ka sa Jer.
Huh?
Bugoy pa si Jer.
Bugoy pa si Jer.
Taas
Taas pa yung buhok. Yeah, and then and then after 5 years, like when
We became family, by.
when I
for
got
sure.
married, like then I had to choose groomsmen. It was a no-brainer. I mean, I know you couldn't make it, Koy, but like it was a no-brainer to choose you guys as part of that, and Jeremie did the same thing.
Right.
Jay, I know I'm not.
Jason did.
I think you did. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Jason had more friends than we did.
Exactly.
No, he was still upset about the whole hush hush niya. Wala na ko siya.
No, but like it was
That's
an important time in our lives, but more like high school, like the people you're with at that point in time, and then it just sticks with you. Like Karon, that was 2012, 2018 now. That's 6 years
yeah.
later.
Still solid.
Yeah, and then like
Oglawas.
like we found, and then like it so happens that McCoy and Jer are here. Jer is now in San Fran, McCoy's in New Zealand. Yeah, Jason, knowing that you guys were here, flew in from Manila really just to hang out.
Oh,
Diba?
Yeah, for this session.
Yeah. Diba?
You're
Really,
welcome.
really just to hang out.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, world.
What? How are we saying you're welcome? Bro?
No.
Anyway, I'm just trying to point out how important
like
those years were. Ba?
Yeah.
The good parts and the bad.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope looking forward, but I hope like we stay as close as we are now. Just come to think of it, you're saying it's been 6 years. I wonder what we'll be like 6 years from now. I hope like if God willing we happen upon the same city, we can still jam for like the whole day like high school kids riding one car, diba?
Right.
I'm hoping we always stay in touch.
Yeah. And
Everyone wait for 6 years for the next
Well,
episode.
it doesn't have to be 6 years, but I'm just saying.
Stay tuned. 6 years from now.
Part 2 coming 6 years.
For part 2 of this special Raw reunion episode.
But it doesn't even feel like 6 years, right?
No, not at
No,
all.
man.
It doesn't feel like 6 years.
To be
That's true.
honest,
Like when I said 6 years, I
That's when
realized
you realize
nga, wow, we've been apart longer than we were
we're
a
a
band.
band.
Yeah.
I know, but we would see each other separately in our different...
No, but like in 6 years, maybe I saw
Rarely,
Jer
right?
what? 4 times, 3
Right,
times.
yeah.
McCoy kind of
Yeah,
4 times, 3
something like
times.
that.
Yeah.
True.
So it's not a lot. And yeah, I'll be honest. Like I'm not good at keeping in touch.
Same.
You know.
Yeah, you can't even reply to Viber. Jerry couldn't find your
By
house.
2 days by texting Carlo.
What
Carlo,
the
where's
hell?
the address to your house by?
And it sounds like you don't have internet.
I'm very good at ignoring the internet.
It's weird because you're always online.
Yeah, no, I'm very good at ignoring.
like that's a lie,
That's
right?
nuts.
No, seriously, I did not see your message. Anyway, guys, we don't need to end there.
Let's not dwell on the bad things. Let's not dwell on my faults. Let's find someone else's faults.
Anyway, since we have to...
Time check. Forever and ever.
5 minutes?
Okay.
Ah, okay. Wow, we
Last
can
song,
keep
last
going.
song. Last song.
Wow, we used to do that. That was like, oh my gosh, that's really familiar.
There was a sign that's on Facebook. It's like a jaminganan niya. There's a price for say 150 per hour niya. And below, no last song. They know 1 hour is 1 hour. Wala na last song. If you do one last song niya, we do the fucking session.
Yeah,
Bahala ako pa naman.
Abusado na to before, no? We'll be like, sige, last song. Yeah, marry me ang
It's the long
Yeah,
one.
it's like an 8-minute song.
Sira ang mga jaminganan eh. Lugi ang negosyo.
Lugi ang negosyo.
Kumba rice na yun after.
Mga tagumba rice ba eh?
Yeah, man. It's still there.
Murag na pa.
Wait, backyard still exists. You can still jam there.
I don't know if you can still jam it, but I know like they still sell butt rice.
Nah, the kumba rice lasted longer than the jaminganan.
It might be still there. It might still be there. I really don't know. I'm just saying I don't know this. You know, I don't. So we don't go there. So you know, there's no more rescue here. Dear. Nobody's here. Nobody's here except me.
But you know, like,
What's up?
I don't say this enough, but I love you guys.
Oh,
Sis!
we love you guys.
We touched on this in the beginning. Okay.
I missed it already.
I love you
Dang,
too.
naman.
Kuya.
Love you guys.
Jeremy
Love
will
you
give
guys.
again.
Huh?
No homo, Jerry, but love you guys.
Bay, after relationship mo really kana Filipino father and son lagi. Wa lagi love you.
Wait, love you, hoy.
Oh my God! Di get yung wingo no.
I love you. Thank you. Mayo.
Thank you.
Mayo.
Okay, it's okay, Jerry. We feel the love.
Yeah. Kaya bay.
But even
Akong
if you don't
actions,
wanna say-
si Mel ra ako nag I love you bay.
It's a very special word for
Kidding.
Jerry, right?
I love you guys.
That will be the opening line of the podcast. Like nagmahay. Force me to say it.
Shit.
Jerry, text na tayo si Mel niya. Confess.
Mel.
Mel, I said
Yeah.
You could use some of this as how do you call this, snippets to supplement his podcast, ba? Like if this doesn't see the light of day, ba? Because you're not even sure how you're gonna edit how this is gonna.
we'll see.
I think it would be cool, like when McCoy's talking about the Rescue Our Hero bits, you can like
Na commentary.
from an editing
That
standpoint.
feels like a lot of work on my end, so we'll see.
Special
Okay.
episode bay.
Why?
This one
I
can
thought
be
you
a
loved
special
us.
episode.
The hell? Can't even edit.
That was 2 minutes ago.
Kupas na.
Ano ba?
See, like all words, no action bay.
Ano si Jer? Puro
Ano si
mahay, puro lang yapon.
I love you na. I love you na.
Pretty nood na accordan mo ko gamay when McCoy said it to me. Yeah, Camira Duas.
Last night you mean?
Nga naman,
That's
Carl.
okay.
Alright, that's us.
Anyway, thank you
last
for
song.
listening. Last song?
Okay, those were good times. It really was. And hanging out with those guys, it's really fun. In fact, when we were hanging out the last time a few months ago, it really was fun. Like it's a side of myself that I haven't seen in a while. just hanging out with them. I try to be the same person to everybody, but I realize when I'm with the guys from Rescue Hero, it's just that I have my guard down. We're making fun of each other all the time. My number of swear words go up a lot. Yeah, so those good times. Thank you, Destination Specialist, for sponsoring the podcast. The music from this podcast is Audionautics, Piano March by Audionautics. Oh, and so about that thing that we did a few months ago while everybody was here, we recorded the song. Winter Comes. So we mentioned that in the episode. We recorded Winter Comes. We talked about it. And I'll share a very short clip of it here. By the time this episode airs, hopefully a few days later, we will have the full song of Winter Comes up in the usual Spotify, YouTube, etc. But for now, I'll play a short clip. And before I do, thank you for listening. I hope you're doing well in this quarantine period. So here's a little short clip of Winter Comes by Rescue Hero. See you next Tuesday.